coming to you today live from an undisclosed location. Inside this building, we will be interviewing 5 correspondents whose faces will not be shown in order to protect their identities. These brave souls risk everything to share their stories with us, to bring us the truth about America. I'm Liberty, and you're watching the Freedom Report of 2030. Ma'am, first of all, I'd like to thank you today for coming. I know this is a hard time for you.
Thank you. My community has been super supportive of me over these past couple weeks, and I think I'm ready to talk about what happened.
That's good. So can you tell me then, in your own words, about what happened?
Yeah, so my father's a pastor. As most of you know, it's illegal to practice my religion in this country. 3 weeks ago, my father was arrested. He was taken to the police station with all the other leaders of my church, and now he's being held in federal prison without fair trial.
Without trial? You know, there was a time when that sort of thing would have been unthinkable in this country.
Yeah, it's true. My father used to tell me what it was like under a constitution, but now that it was abolished, everything has changed. But I'm too young to remember any of that.
Do you have any thoughts on why your religion was outlawed?
Well, it wasn't outlawed point blank. See, we got here by stages. It's still technically legal to be a Christian, just not a practicing one. Personal beliefs should be personal and all that, but my religion demands to be shared. As for the reason the government doesn't like us, well, they know that God commands the highest loyalty from us, even higher than the loyalty we can give to them, and they feel threatened by that.
So you personally feel more loyalty to your God than to your government?
Yes.
And you're not afraid to say this, even after your father?
Whether I'm afraid has no bearing on the matter, Miss Liberty.
For our second correspondent today, we'll be interviewing a man with a gun.
Well, had my gun confiscated.
True. So can you tell us what happened? No, wait. First, tell us how you got the gun.
Well, I was sitting at home and they came right through the door. There's a bunch of ATF agents and they were bulletproof armor and stuff. They didn't even knock. They put me right up against the wall and told me that they'd blow my head off if I would comply.
Go on.
Well, they were heavily armored themselves. They had a bunch of M4s and other serious hardware. Nothing I could ever come up against with, even if I had a rifle. They just broke everything looking for the gun.
Were you able to get them to pay for the damage?
You kidding? Who was I going to go to? The police? The media? The government? I was the one who broke the law according to them, and they were just doing their job. I'm just lucky I didn't get shot like all the others.
All right then. Our next correspondent hails from a large piece of land that she owns, correct?
Yeah, I live by myself on a 3-acre property, and I was pulling out of my driveway one day, and I found some officers parked on the corner, and so I pulled over, and I went to ask them why they were there.
And what did they say?
Well, they said that they were watching a house across the street, and I said that they couldn't do that, and I asked them to leave. He told me, not too kindly if I may add, that they could be there if they wanted. So I asked to speak to their boss, and he came out of one of the vans. And then he told me to go into the house, make breakfast, and bring it out to them.
Oh, what? Really?
Yep. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And so he arrested me for refusing lawful order. I was in jail the entire night.
That's unbelievable. I mean, I know we've heard some crazy things, but breakfast? Really? Okay, I'm sorry. Moving on. Our fourth correspondent is a man who discovered that the government was spying on him through his laptop.
It began when I found some weird software in my computer. At first I was just going to delete it straight away, but I got curious, and when I did some digging, I found that it was connected to my webcam. It was routed to my webcam so someone could spy on me.
And how did you figure out that it was the government that was doing the spying?
Well, after I deleted the software, because I was scared, the federal government told me that they would do a full investigation if I didn't pay some fine for technology infraction. I believe they were accusing me of stealing their software. The very software they implanted in my device without my knowing.
Unbelievable.
I know. I told my friends about it and they said, I shouldn't worry if I have nothing to hide. But who knows anymore what you need to hide? They'll arrest you for anything.
Do you think this is in any way a consequence of the abolition of the Constitution?
Absolutely. They told us the Constitution was restrictive, but they just needed more freedom to act. They told us that Only with these laws removed would they be able to protect us from terrorists and others and ourselves. None of that was true. The real danger was them, all along. We're just too blind to see it. Everything we do they know about. Even now, I'm taking a huge risk in coming here. Actually, I feared I might have been tracked. Liberty, I shouldn't be here. I need to go.
Our fifth correspondent is a man who was arrested on a charge of shoplifting. I know the audience can't see you back there, but could you start by explaining to us what happened?
I'd left the store with my groceries, and then I saw the police chief of my town. He knows me, but he doesn't like me. I didn't commit a crime, but he still had me arrested.
And then what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Well, I can't show you my face, but you wouldn't recognize me anyway, because they beat me up real bad. They did this.
I am so sorry.
Unfortunately, I was forced to make a false confession. I'm out on bail, but I'll be back in court on Friday, where I have no choice but to take the stand. I've already signed the confession, and it's a plea bargain or nothing.
How do you think America has changed since the removal of the Constitution?
It's gotten a lot worse. Nothing stops the government. The law is whatever they want it to be. There's no law stopping them from doing whatever they want for their own gain. They've taken away our ability to resist them. The citizens have no power.
You heard it here first on the Freedom Report of 2030. Thank you very much, and of course, thank you to all our other correspondents.
Open up! In the name of the law!